And we're back here at the GSL Code S. Right now, GanZI versus SuperNova, Jobber versus Jobber, unfortunately. Today, so far, this has been some of the sloppiest TVT I've casted in like 2 or 3 seasons. Are you feeling the same?
It's pretty down and dirty, man. They're running into each other quite a bit, and a lot of, like, just not a lot of great multitasking going on. If they both attack each other at the same time, it seems like both battles fall apart.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. You know, it's like one thing about RTS games, because there's generally so much you can be doing at any one point in time, you have to know priority. Do I micro this unit? Do I go back and do I make stuff? What is the most important thing to be doing? And frankly, I feel like these guys just sort of don't have any sense of priority. And I know that they actually are good players. The problem is that they are not playing well right now. I think their nerves are getting to them. The reality is starting to set in.
Round of 4, man. That's almost the finals. So
yeah.
But we'll see who will take it. GanZI against SuperNova, our last game of the night. It will be on Antigua Shipyard. It's where Nesty and MVP keep their space yachts.
Yeah, man. They go on them. You know, have a bottle of champagne and listen to that song, I'm on a Boat.
That's right.
Greatest song ever made. So, let's see who wins. But whoever wins this is going to have to go up against MVP. So they're going to have to do a lot of training before that match.
Yeah.
But let's see. You never know what to have. What to expect. Some people have bad days out here. I know I have some bad days sometimes casting. So maybe they're a lot better than we're giving them credit for. Anyways, let's go on into this TVT here. GanZI against SuperNova. Terran versus Terran here in the GSL Code S. Here in the bottom right, mentored by Slayer's Boxer and Sella, we have
Slayer's GanZI.
And now, in the opposite starting location from the team OGS,
SuperNova.
Now at this point in time, I mean, they're both it's 2 and 2, so they both realize, who is that? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That was a pretty good drawing. Look, they both know that they can kill each other and they can lose to each other. So they got to just forget about everything that happened in the previous games and buckle down for this moment.
Well, we have Gas first for SuperNova. Could be another Cloak Banshee. He loves it. He loves that Cloak Banshee stuff. GanZI, on the other hand, really looks like he's going to be going Gasless Expansion. Quite sure.
Maybe going for the build he did in game number 1.
Yeah, you know, it's a pretty heavy economy build. Get a lot of minerals with it, a lot of barracks up right away. It's a power build for sure.
And the Marines being rallied out now. Orbital's on the way. Oh, I'm really curious, Artosis.
Yes.
I am so curious. Oh, Artosis.
Yes.
You're going to have to eat your vegetarian meal on the plane. Are the vegetarian meals on planes good?
It matters what airline you're on. Some airlines, specifically things in Asia, you can get like Indian food and stuff, which is pretty good. But generally speaking, no. Generally speaking, it's just like these disgustingly cooked vegetables.
It's just like all soggy and stuff?
Yeah. I don't even always order them. Sometimes I just don't eat on a plane or something.
You just get like 6 tubes of Pringles, like, and just go for it.
Well, we actually have something very interesting going on here. We have a Reaper being made and a factory with a Hellion.
Huh.
And a starport being made as well. Okay, so we have just one Reaper this time.
Oh, nice with the S. Oh, that was so good by GanZI.
Yeah. Very nicely done there. And he's going to think, oh, is this going to be, you know, once again, 2 Reapers? We've seen a lot of 2 Reaper play, but he's got a Hellion on the way. Looks like it's going to be a Cloakless Banshee as well. 1 Hellion, 1 Reaper, and 1 Cloakless Banshee. It's an interesting little set of units.
Looks like it's one of these builds where you could just, if you do it right, just do enough damage to take out just enough SCVs. Oh, nice. Gonna go for the reactor.
Ooh, might be able to even get it. It's scary to actually attack into that with just 4 Marines tasteless.
Denied.
Nice.
I think he didn't cancel that, did he?
No, I think it was.
Because they would have brought up the animation where it says, you know, what he spent.
So I'd say no. Command center on the way for SuperNova, as well as the Banshee.
And we just missed something there.
I guess the Reaper might have jumped
Okay.
up.
Because, yeah, I heard our great commentators go
Didn't get
crazy, and I'm like,
anything,
I have no idea.
Didn't really get anything. That's okay. Well. Alright, canceling that on there. Switching it up.
Viking on the way here. And it looks like SuperNova's build is just not bad at all.
Yeah.
I'm digging it.
Yeah, he's going across the map with that single Banshee. He's already forced a turret because he's gone Cloak Banshee so many times. In fact, he's getting Blue Flame Hellions as well.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
All right, a little bit of some shots being fired here on the SCVs, which we'll get a shot of for you guys up there. There it is. But with a Viking coming out here now, there's just not a whole lot he can actually do.
Yeah, just a few kills on that Banshee. Not the most impactful Banshee ever.
So funny to see how many kills a Banshee can actually get.
Yeah.
As it's being attacked, you know?
Yeah, they are rapid fire tasteless.
Yeah, they really are.
Well, the extra expansion going to be up and mining for SuperNova before GanZI.
GanZI does have a slight supply lead, though. But
yeah,
nothing
2
that matters too
SCVs
much.
up as well, even though he lost a few there. Siege tanks on the way for him against the blue flames of his opponent. Gonna have a blue flame drop. He's queued up a medevac.
Ready to plunder.
And we're going to have to just kind of wait and see, guys. All right, Artosis had this idea for StarCraft horror movie.
Yeah.
That'll be banned in the galaxy called the Terran Scantipede. It's my idea, man.
Oh, man. That movie, I just can't stop thinking about it, Tasteless.
That movie was so bad.
So terrible. Such an awful movie with so many plot holes.
So bad. Oh, yeah, there's so many plot holes.
How do they keep switching floors and getting outside?
I don't know, man.
How does this happen?
Did you know that a horse cannot walk downstairs?
Is that right?
Yeah, you can actually lead a horse up to the second floor of a building and it actually cannot get out.
What if it went down backwards?
Well, it just doesn't do that, I guess.
Well, I'm
You're like, what if it sea walks out of there? I'm like, the horses can't sea walk, man.
What if you give it a rope out the window? Can the rope go down? Can the horse go down on a rope?
No, but if you give him a fire pole, he can go down just fine.
Okay. Wraps his horsey legs around it.
Looks like GanZI may go for a timing here. And this drop, the Hellion drop, is about to occur here. And there's really nothing to defend here. This could be a lot of killed SCVs.
Going right into that missile turret, but saves the medevac. Oh, they line it up! A lot of damage, Tasteless.
Oh, wow, he's doing a ton of damage. And he's even outside of the range of the siege tank. GanZI, sloppy as ever.
This is bad. Looks like 20 SCVs to 41. That's a gigantical difference. And it looks like SuperNova's going mech. I think we may have found our winner for this match.
Yep.
As long as he gets siege mode before GanZI hits him. Because right now, GanZI's army is really, really scary.
Yeah, he just needs to defend this, and he should be in good shape. Then anyway, we've seen these guys bungle so many moves in this game, it can be tough to tell at times, too.
GanZI does have siege mode. He does have Vikings. You know, GanZI might actually be able to take this with this timing. Siege mode is just over halfway done for SuperNova. A lot of damage can be done in this time.
All right, he's going to go into the main here.
Nice siege up. Oh,
I don't know, man.
Getting a little bit sloppy for SuperNova. I don't think he has siege mode quick enough here.
And also, the factories are here, too, so...
Yeah, he's going to have to lift off and everything. He may be able to stabilize just by sieging some tanks and moving his factories, but that's never how you want to do it. Beautiful repairment. I've been putting ment on the back of a lot of words that don't get ment on. It's just something I've been doing lately. Has to lift that factory off.
Oh, man. Sieging and unsieging now. Again, these factories taking so much damage. I'm curious. Oh, the medevac, he's running. Or she's running, rather.
And looks like SuperNova will stabilize, but he's lost all his add-ons, has to move all his factories. It's going to really down his macro. He's going to have to move his siege tanks around a little bit. Good thing he had those SCVs there.
Repair is pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty all right. It's doing okay.
The most drawn-out repair scenario I've ever seen in my life.
SuperNova, in the meantime, has removed the siege tanks on the low ground. Did get scanned, though, so lost some of his own. And he might not have stabilized, actually. Some SCVs having to come down here.
Wow, he's coming here with some more siege tanks and Marines. Takes out, let's see here. Takes out the one tank. The second tank will go down right now. But GanZI's not done. GanZI's not giving up. And note, SuperNova's getting pretty low in supply here.
Yeah, this is, it's pretty tough, man. He's using a ton of SCVs. In fact, he's lost 24 against the 25 loss of his opponent. So that's very, very close as far as that goes. But, you know, the big thing is he had to lift off his factories, so he has such a hiccup in production. If he had had those extra productions that he had to move the factories during and make add-ons, he'd have enough units to easily hold this off. But as is, man, GanZI hit this sick timing with the siege tanks and may win the game because of it.
As you can see here, SuperNova now with 35 SCVs against the 43 from GanZI, so he sort of recovered and the damage was inflicted on him earlier. Hellions not exactly good against siege tanks here.
They're doing their best, which isn't good enough. Losing a ton of them. And losing some Vikings to fewer Vikings because Marines are shooting you. 58 supply against 78. GanZI in the lead.
And gosh, this is starting to really heat up here. You know, I think if GanZI could just keep applying pressure like this, he actually should be in good shape. Oh, double kill. Nintendo 64 GoldenEye style. Needs to probably inch these siege tanks up a little bit further forward here.
It looks like GanZI has just made this too uncomfortable, Tasa, so I'm not sure that SuperNova has any chance right here. You know, he's trying to hold on, but just more and more damage is done to him. GanZI's putting him into gross positions.
GanZI's pretty good at these pushes over here. They just try to force their way into the entrance.
You know, his timing was just spot on. If SuperNova had gotten siege mode just a tad bit quicker, I'm talking 10 seconds, 15 seconds quicker, I think this game would have completely gone the other way. In fact, I'm pretty darn sure it would have. But as is GanZI, looks like he's going to be going to the round of 4.
Yeah, I don't see GanZI losing this right now. It just doesn't look like that. I mean, it doesn't look that way at least. He might have to lift off the orbital, and that's always terrible. There's a Banshee coming around here, though. We know what happens when GanZI gets one Banshee in his base, and he's in the middle of attack. Never mind. Maybe we're about to see a sick comeback.
Well, it doesn't have cloak, unfortunately. He's going after these SCVs.
Wow, he's just spilling in here.
Well, landing the Vikings on the siege tank. I mean, this Banshee's going to go down. In the meantime, SuperNova's dead back at his base.
Yep. All right, I think this should be the nail in the coffin here. But we'll see, man. These guys have had some pretty seesaw games.
They certainly have.
Yeah, the problem is you can just put these siege tanks behind the minerals over here in the upper left, and there's just not a lot he can do.
Yeah. And, well, the siege tank's being taken out somehow, some way.
And if you get one more siege tank shot, yeah, he does get that last siege tank.
32 supply to 89. I think SuperNova's going to have to GG it as he loses this orbital, giving him no shot to recover.
Burning down. All right, I would say expect GG pretty soon here. Yeah, I mean, SuperNova probably just kind of digesting this loss here. He's going to send his SCVs over here, and this attack should fail. Dropping some mules there, and is that going to be it?
Yeah, I think so. GG.
That was probably the best game for those guys out of that series.
Yeah,
the other game's a bit more lackluster.
I have to say, congratulations to GanZI. We'll go on to the round of 4. A big finish for him. His funny. I say finish. Well, the honest truth is, I would be flabbergasted if he can take a game off at MVP.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to hold a candle to MVP. That's the problem. Is he's going to have a lot of stuff to prepare for. I just can't see it coming. He was too shaken up beforehand, too nervous afterwards.
And MVP smells his 4th championship. After Nesty beat him to 3, MVP vouched he would get to 4 first. So,
yeah.
With the best TBT in the world, a player never goes Marines. And against the sloppiness that we saw out of GanZI here, I truly think that his run will be over, but we will see. It's hard to even try to make that one exciting, man.
I'm sorry, guys. Not every game is going to be good. That's just the reality of it.
Yeah.
With some back and forth and stuff, but overall pretty sloppy, actually, for Code S. That was actually even pretty sloppy for Code A.
It was just, it was
just they were both having bad days, man. It's okay. Well, but we have to call them out on it. That's actually what our jobs are. Say what's going on and analyze.
So, today is over. Nesty has lost. SuperNova has lost. I'd like to see those two play, man. That'd be pretty sick.
I can't wait. As you've heard before, or if you're just now joining us, Artosis and myself will be getting on an airplane
pretty soon
to fly to America.
Less than 12
freedom
hours.
And more fatty foods.
Ooh.
And a broken healthcare system. I can't wait. It's going to be fun. We're going to be doing MLG and then BlizzCon. Whatever about that, let's go on to the results. Artosis, tell us about today's results.
MVP 3-2 over Nesty in one of the greatest series of all time. Sayers GanZI 3-2 over OGS SuperNova in one of the sloppiest, grossest TBT series of all time. Tomorrow, we will have, I believe it's going to be Doa Mole Trap, Clyde against MMA. That should be pretty sick. And Happy against Coca. That as well. That side of the bracket is really handsome, man. It's actually very hard to say who's going to come out of there.
Yeah, I'm really curious. I actually have no idea.
I give just the tiniest heads up to Clyde.
I think Clyde, but I think it could be
time.
Clyde against Happy. Coca, though, it's hard for me to predict with him. Some of these guys I just don't have enough experience with, and they've improved so much as of late.
They're just all 3 of these players are great, man. I like Clyde's TBT a little bit better than MMA's. Happy, he loves mech, so he might be able to make it. But Coca is very good ZBT, so
yeah, he really
might
is.
Just slap Happy down, man. Who knows?
You never know.
Who knows? This is a crazy side of the bracket. One of those 4 players though will be at BlizzCon with MVP and ST.
Yeah, that's right. So get ready for that. That's going to be so much fun. Please come down to BlizzCon. Come down to MLG. All right, guys, I'm sorry. We actually have to close this out because we have to go home and go to sleep as fast as possible and get on a plane tomorrow so we can cast more games for you. So thank you so much for joining us. Please encourage your friends to check out the, why am I forgetting this, MVP against Nesty games. They were a lot of fun, and you can definitely learn a lot about Terran vs. Zerg watching those. Yep. Check out the Golem Player. Check out our mobile services, and check out our new site at golemtv.net. And, we will not be here to cast the next 2 Golem games. We will be at the finals. But
check out MLG this upcoming weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun.
All right, guys, I got to go to bed. I actually did my laundry yesterday, so I actually have to, now it's all dried. I got to pack it up. So I'll see you guys at MLG. For Artosis and myself, goodbye.
You'll never let it go. You're all that I want. You heard it all before. Cause if you're taking them waiting outside of your door, there's no rest for the reckless who run and you love. Will you scream when you're alone?